It's feeling like a pretty good chance for that to be the case. Looking at bans, they get rid of the Leshrac, the Bat Rider, and then of course the True Protector Rubik. So I mean, it's a little bit surprising that the Lina somehow slips through the draft, but first
It's
pick obviously for
that's
Dreamers, they grab it.
yeah. I mean, Tuskasine is like one of the better counters in Lena right
And
now as well.
Tuscarora, same combo that we've
Yeah,
seen before, yeah.
yeah. It's just so good at getting on top of it. Does a lot of damage. Can save teammates that Lena tries to come in onto in the team fights.
Whoa!
And yeah, we're just like with both teams spamming counters. So get a counter to Lena. Dreamers managed to get a counter to the Pango as well, the Bloodseeker.
I like that a lot. I mean, we saw the Bloodseeker basically have like a lot of success earlier. Obviously, that was Kotaro who just popped off in that game with it, but
Mhm.
we'll see if they can do something similar here. Now, this does mean we might be seeing a mid Lina, which is quite different from what we've been seeing the Lina played in, unless they decide to run this as like an offlane Bloodseeker. So they could flex these heroes around, but already a pretty interesting draft from the side of Dreamers. I like it. Smart stuff.
Yeah. They're at the bottom of their reserve time now in NoRunes, so they have to grab a hero pretty quickly.
All right.
Right? Okay. Yeah. 2 seconds of reserve time left. They end up going for the Snapfire.
That's pretty
I
good.
mean, you mentioned that the Snapfire position 3 is something that you really miss. Well, thankfully, Snapfire is a Hiko special. He's one of the first people to start running in the mid lane after he switched from position 4 to mid.
He
I was
goes
actually
off
gonna-
lanes for this team, though.
Yeah, I'm saying
Oh,
you
okay. I see what you're
like
saying. I see what you're saying.
Snapfire.
Yeah,
He could
yeah, yeah.
possibly run in. Yeah. I actually wanted to try to grab him to join us for a cast one of these days. I think the last Pro Series I asked him a couple of times, but he was just too busy
10
doing
seconds.
scrims.
Man's grinding.
No,
Can't blame him.
5 seconds.
unfortunate.
Dire
We had some
looks
decent
bad.
guests. We had like Captain Canuck, Double King.
Sammy.
Sorry, not Double King. Yeah.
Radiant gets the ban.
Yeah, Double King. It was Double King, Sammy, and Captain Canuck.
Yeah, it was good stuff.
All right, Dire's turn.
And
Death
kind of
Prophet
Yamson, who was there for the drafts. I tried to get Husky. Man is just like spamming matchmaking, wouldn't respond to my DMs. It's sad. No, unless I'm like fetching him waters, he doesn't want to see me.
That's fair. That's fair.
I
They
mean,
ban out
not
the
fair.
Terrorblade and the TA,
10
both
seconds.
really good bans if you want
Mhm.
to play the safe lane or the carry Lina. They also have
starting
the
in 5
Drow
seconds
removed
with
as
a
well.
rock.
I mean, these are all Lina bans. Like all of
Mm-hmm.
these 5 bans are Lina counters. So kind of makes me feel like we might be seeing an off lane Bloodseeker here or even a mid lane Bloodseeker.
I feel like Lena's decent against the TB. I don't know. You have a hard stun, you're able to blow him up with Mad Cam before he can get anything off. But a lot of time, people aren't even like going into Dragon Slave recently. They just max out Light Strike Array and
Hey, just go 1-1-4.
yeah, click their spells. I'm not that much of a fan of that build. I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, it kind of makes sense. You just want to have max attack speed while you farm and you click heroes down, but
Less mana
I feel
usage.
like Dragon Slave is
Everything.
such an amazing ability. Oh, whatever, man.
I mean,
Last
it's
pick
the
for-
whole idea, right? Is like you just want to spend as little mana as possible to try and get towards that Maelstrom. So it's just like the Brown Boots, Falcon Blade,
Radiant knows the
Raindrop
best who to pick
into
this combat.
Maelstrom. Okay. That's a pretty sick pick. Tiny, now guaranteed to be a core.
Hmm?
I think at least.
Yeah,
But
really
you have
like this
Crystal
pick up
Maiden. Hold
against-
on. Crystal Maiden Silencer? Can you run that as your support hero?
10 seconds.
I mean, you have to.
Unless it's Core Silencer.
Unless it's Core
We're starting in
Silencer.
5
Unless it's
seconds
Core
with
Crystal
a
Maiden.
rock.
We're not looking at
Hey,
Zoomers
guys.
or Downs here, though. We're not going to see no mid Crystal Maiden. Instead, we see the second
Choose your
spin
hero.
for today.
Not sold on the Sven, I'll be honest. It's an off-lane Silencer. Let's go.
We're going to see if we got Bingo Bop in the chat, you know?
He was here earlier. And
Yeah. See if this man thinks of the Sven in this game. We need to
Dude,
get expert opinions
you
on
just
this one.
picked the Sven, probably one of the dumbest heroes in Dota, into a Silencer who does damage based on how dumb you are compared to him.
Yeah.
I feel like this Silencer is going to hurt a lot.
I don't
And
even think Sven is one of the dumbest. I thought it was like...
it's Troll. Technically, it's
I
Troll
thought it
Warlord.
was... I thought it was Phantom Assassin.
Does Phantom Assassin have under 1 int gain?
Let
Because
me look
Trolls
it up
is
real quick.
literally 1.
Is it really one?
It's 1. He gets 1 int per level. And I think Sven's is like also 1 or 1.2.
It's 1.3.
Sven is?
Yeah, he's definitely a himbo.
Yeah, he's a himbo for sure.
All right, Phantom Assassin's 1.4.
Yeah. I was like, I know these two are on the low end for sure. Troll is definitely
Yeah.
1. It's really bad.
Why did I think that PA was the lowest?
I don't know. But yeah, when you're playing a core silencer, you're gonna have a lot more damage coming out from those items. You're gonna have a lot more levels. Also, Sven not being able to cast his spells if he like dies a couple times early. That's interesting. I'm a little bit excited.
You know the weirdest part is?
What?
That Huskar has more int than any of those 3 heroes we mentioned, despite only having 1 spell that uses mana.
I love this game.
The man doesn't think, he just goes in. He's got more int and growth rate than them.
It's lore
For what
friendly, man.
purpose?
It's lore friendly, you know? That's why.
He's a smart guy. He just wants to die.
All right.
Let's get back
Based
to
on draft, who do you think? What do you got?
Okay.
Okay, now where were we?
Can I not base it on draft? Can I just base it on guessing or my hopes and dreams?
What?
Or is that not allowed? I have to actually analyze this game, right?
Nah, man. Do whatever you want.
All right, hold on. Let's actually analyze this game. I think that it's going to be too difficult to actually get saves onto heroes when they get initiated upon by Rupture, thanks to Global Silence coming out. Unless this Tusk just like absolutely pops off this game, Dreamers is going to have a pretty easy time. So I'm going to have to go with Dreamers here.
All right, man. All right.
So again, I think like your win conditions of these fights are just super difficult. Like you get Ruptured on to initiate, or Sven tries to get on top of heroes, but just gets kited around by Tiny throwing out disabled, by CM being hard to get on top of. Again, as long as this Bloodseed doesn't waste his Ruptures, like he needs to use this on another Pangolier, like exclusively.
gang,
Rolling
30
Thunder will absolutely decimate Dreamers, but
I mean,
with Rupture and Global Silence, Dreamers should have pretty easy fights.
I think late game he just ruptures Sven. Like, I don't think they care about the Pango late game. They'll have BKBs, like the Lina will be able to just like click down the Pango. If you just rupture Sven, like we kind of saw what happens if he can't fight, right? In the last game, he just got stuck in Sprout. Like this game, I feel like he's just gonna be stuck in a Rupture and not be able to do much.
I mean, he can
He's
though,
awesome.
because
You've got an ancient, and they've got an
I mean, Pango will be doing things.
Only you should
Sven
have an
isn't going to be able to do
Kidding me? Get
anything
mad.
just due to the fact that like your main disable, which is Pangolier, isn't touching anyone. That's how people get kited.
Yeah.
If you rupture the Sven, like Tusk can move him around with the snowball.
I'm pretty sure this offlane silencer is gonna own. They're bringing 3 heroes down here immediately, so they're gonna try and see if they can find First Blood, Stormhammer into Arrow and Shards. Easy way to find a kill. It is gonna be the Tiny that kind of sniffs this one out. He's like, whoa. So
Got boots of speed as well.
yeah,
So
they will eventually shard block him, but it is space away.
will
Ooh.
they? That's embarrassing. Look at him. He just leaves after that.
He's like, all right, that's
I would
embarrassing.
too.
I need to leave. And Tiny ends up getting hit by an arrow. Yo, that is a lot of damage. He has no armor. Beautifully done there by Nuage. Still ends up managing to block the camp, but Tiny still successfully gets the drag, loses the ranged creep. Okay. Oh, wait, no, loses more than the ranged creep. That's a yikes. Arrow off the mark. Top lane, what's going on here? Crystal Maiden's getting chased down by a support. It's just a bunch of shenanigans. Supports chasing each other. Okay, good stuff.
And Lina has done exactly what we thought. 1 point in the Dragon Slave's point of Fiery Soul as well. We'll see if he ends up maxing this one out. Usually put the at level 3, second point in the Fiery Soul is just doubles at that level, and then at 4, Light Trick Ray. But Nuage actually ends up finding the kill off on a Tiny.
Just 360 no scoped him with the arrow.
Yep.
Quite good.
Not bad. Now he's going to just trade with the Silencer. I mean, Silencer wins these trades thanks to having Glaze of Wisdom.
Ooh, mid Lina does different. We end up going for the 2 points in the Dragon Slave. I kind of like this. He's still going to be able to get a lot of right clicks off with the Dragon Soul, but Dragon Soul with a Fiery Soul. but would rather just be able to put damage in with the spell spam. So
I like it.
Try and hope that sticks a little bit more. Sven bottom lane free farming here at 14 and 6. Silencer, I'm not sure if you've noticed, he has 1 CS. A little bit awkward.
Yeah.
Make it 200% gains. Big.
Sven is having the time of his life in the meantime. Did you not hit the Sven
It
Sven?
somehow
Yes, you
didn't hit the Sven. Yeah, interesting.
Could have swore it looked like it hit. Oh, nice dodge there.
That was close, yeah.
Yep. And if the man moves back from that, the arrow definitely connects with him. So instead he moves forward, doesn't have to worry about the turn. Managed to dodge this one out. But he definitely dies underneath that creep wave, along with the arrow damage there.
Okay. Siren's getting a little bit more creeps, but yeah, Tiny in some trouble. Kimura auto attacks there from Nuages will find the kill. Mini nearly going down in the process, so he needs to be a little bit careful. He has a curse in 1.
I mean, even if he drops it, it's not enough damage to finish off the Sven, especially with him healing up thanks to this tango.
Yeah.
A bug. What bug?
Probably like a bug in the house.
Curious. Oh, a bug in the house. Yeah, right. I was so curious whenever someone says bug, because usually, like, there's so few game-breaking bugs in this game.
One of my least favorite bugs is the one where like you shift Q in action, and then it just stays on your screen until you relaunch Dota.
Oh, yeah. I know the one you're talking about. One of my least favorite bugs is a caster is when you watching somebody from player perspective, then you're locked into player perspective when you start a game. You have to restart your client.
Oh yeah, that one's good. That's a good one.
Hey, look who's back.
Well, in terms of the game, you know, pretty even. You have 2 kills already on the side of NoRunes. Not too bad for them. Drakeel does get a salve delivered, has his mangoes as well, so he's gonna just heal up in the trees over here, unless you leap on forward and deny the salve. Yep. It's not the first time we've seen people be a little bit too greedy. Get down, Mr. President. Tiny tanks the arrow there for the silencer.
You'll love to see it. That's camaraderie right there. But still, not that much CS on the silencer here.
No, not at all.
Meanwhile, in the mid lane, things are relatively even. Lina, it's about where you'd expect her to be. I was hoping that there'd be like more harass sticking onto this this Pango, but he seems to be doing pretty well for himself against this Lina, regardless of the fact that she went for this build that I feel like is a little bit stronger in the lane.
Yeah, the 3-point Dragon Slave is definitely the mid build, right? Because the whole idea is just shove the wave. And you need that for sure. She still ends up going for the Falcon Blade build, though. We'll queue up that raindrop as well. So we might still see her go for the Maelstrom, but for now, opting for something a little bit different. Meanwhile, TP's into the mid lane. Nuages won't make it in time. Never mind, he just leaps right on in. LSA will connect. He's just going to try and stand his ground and bring down the Mirana, but it won't be fast enough, so... Okay, nice dive there from NoRunes.
Moving several heroes in there, and I mean, this is going to let Pango hit level 6 before Lina. She might not even return to the lane right away. Might often move in the jungle for her level 6 before coming back and fighting Mr. Deans again.
Net worth-wise, this offlane silencer is not having a good time. He is super underfarmed. He is barely over the Mirana.
I mean, they kind of forced their hand to do this. You mentioned this yourself, like the silencer Crystal Maiden support duo just wasn't going to cut it.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen people take offlane Tiny. It hasn't had a lot of success, but I've seen that, you know? That's something that has existed before in this patch. Offlane silencer, not so much. But I like to be impressed. I like teams to try something new. Especially with the patch 5 weeks away. Might as well have some fun.
The next 24 hours.
Oh, no. You're down to 20 hours now, my friend.
Oh, damn. It's looking rough for me, man.
If that patch is not out by, like, 4 p.m. tomorrow, I'm pretty sure you owe me a case of an energy beverage.
Uh-oh. We cast tomorrow? No, we don't. We have
No.
a day off.
I'm just gonna send you a photo of me at the grocery store, you know, and be like, all right, Venmo me. Bottom lane, Drakeel tried to TP on out, but a nice snowball in from Tusk. That'll be it.
All right, 1K net worth advantage now for the side of NoRunes. They are off to a decent start.
It's really just a silencer that's struggling. Everyone else is doing fine on the side of Dreamers, but this silencer needs to come back into this game, and it's going to be off of fighting really early. That is how like core silencer works. Oh,
no,
what a shard block. He's going to just get bumped up onto the high ground. Nope. Tried, but good positioning there from Mr. Jeans. Snowball will connect as well, and the Lina unable to survive the 3-hero gank into the mid lane.
Yeah, wasn't quite close enough to that corner to be bumped up. If he gets up there, that's a hard move to pull off. But nice moves there by the Pango, like getting just in there to not push him up with the second one as well. Make sure he stays on the low ground. Not easy to do that and like consistently land those stuns. So this rotation, things continue to get worse for Dreamers now.
Yeah, definitely. Dude, Sven almost has Mask of Madness. He is level 6 3/4, almost level 7. My goodness. Compare that to top lane where Bloodseeker is actually dead. Rotation in from both supports. Mortar Kisses get put to great use. So you find their first kill onto the Bloodseeker. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Sven, I don't think he's too worried here. They do actually get the point in last word, and Sven has to run now, so we'll see if it's enough. They have a curse in a few seconds, but no, he's fine. Pops a salve under the tower as well. They're gonna see the TP's in from the Pangolier as, yeah, there's no way out of this one. Woo! Rolling Thunder gonna get canceled. Never mind. Rupture on the Mr. Jeans. Drakeel stands his ground, does find the kill there. Mini now on the run as well. If they happen to get the slow, it'd be huge, but Mini is still pretty dang fast, and diving the tower here, not likely to work out too well. So
I'll move back, take the kill on the Pango and leave. Meanwhile, Lina finds a double damage rune over at the bottom rune. Gonna put some pressure on the tower with this one.
Yeah, she just needs to clear this wave and get to the tower. Oh, fort. That's nice. Still has the Fiery Soul.
Yeah, Pango can't help and defend this one then. He just TP'd down to the bottom lane. He's gonna walk all the way back.
That tower's dead.
This tower is just, yeah.
All right, Lina top of the net worth now. They're gonna TP in on the Snapfire. Cancels it, as now Tiny will scout the other TP. He has to cancel that one, right? No, he doesn't. Snowball through, okay. Just like that, tower is gone. That opens up a good section of the map here and makes that mid lane a little bit more dangerous for the side of NoRunes as J Mario will make his way into the jungle.
Yeah, if that Snapfire completed the TP, he just dies, man.
Hiko has a Gleipnir queued up.
First item Gleipnir. This is my Hiko right here. This is our guy. He's a man of the people.
I mean, Little Shredder doesn't proc Maelstrom until you have the 20 talent, right? I'm pretty sure it can't proc Maelstrom until you have the 20 talent.
I thought it did.
Does it? Because I don't think it doesn't use attack modifiers, I'm pretty sure. But guess we'll find out. Bottom lane, TP's coming through here from the side of NoRunes. Doesn't manage to catch Adrian there on the Bloodseeker, who is closing on his Maelstrom. All right, where's this silencer at? He's bottom here, has Global Silence. Hey, want to fight. Global does come through. Nice snowball, but Adrian holding his ground. He's going to get all of that health back. Very happy about that. And some stolen int now for Drakeel. Like I said, the only way that he comes back is just fighting, right?
That's right. So, managed to find a couple of kills under the belt now, and they bring the net worth lead back to less than 1,000 gold, and it looks like they're going to be able to grab the bottom tier 1 tower off this as well.
Quick boots of travel from the Lina, opting to go for those instead of like the Maelstrom that we've seen. So we might be seeing more of like a hybrid Lina this game instead of just the standard right click. This is like the old school Lina, right, into early BKB. But bottom tier 1 tower, it's taking a lot of pressure. Shards do come through. It does not connect as the scan gave them the knowledge that they needed, so they just disengaged. They're out. Nicely played once again from Dreamers. The tower will survive. the catapult
Don't look now, but
won't be able to
Radiant's
finish it
bottom
off.
tower is getting obliterated. Okay, fine. You can
Down to
always
80
have fun.
HP there. There's a
Oh,
3
man.
points glaives build. Interesting.
I mean, is pause 3 on the silencer. You're
Yeah,
gonna be
but like
clicking people basically.
your spells are all your damage in fights is the thing. That's what's really
Radiant's
surprising.
scanning around
It's like
for
getting
enemies.
those spells, like getting, you know, level 9 on the silencer and having like 414 or something is like really scary in early game. But my guess is he's just gonna go like drums and try and pick up the shard like ASAP, which would then the glaives makes a lot of sense.
Protect me.
If you're in the vicinity of Dyer's top tower, I'd put on a hard hat.
Yeah, I
That
suppose.
radius coming
Into the jungle there, J Mari, nice LSA there is gonna put the Tusk back away. They'll turn their attention over to Jakeel as Rolling Thunder comes through from Mr. Jeans, and one more auto attack there from Hiko will find it. So they do manage to get themselves a tower and a kill onto this core silencer.
Radiant's bottom tower is getting obliterated. Bottom tower was built with
Jaden Wade.
and,
Bloodseeker finishes up his Maelstrom on the other side of the map. Tiny gets his Blink Dagger, so they're getting closer to a couple of timings here. But this Bloodseeker's gonna have his work cut out for him. I mean, he's going to be standing super far in front of the rest of his team. This BKB needs to come out.
Toss into freezing field. They've actually caught the Tusk. Walrus Punch does come through, but a Crystal Nova needs one more. I'll take them. Nice Frostbite there to find the kill. It ends up being a nice trade.
Yep.
If you're in the vicinity of Dyer's top tower, I'd put on a hard
Good
hat.
find from
Don't
Crystal
look now,
Maiden.
Radiant's bottom tower is getting obliterated. Okay, fine.
And they're forced to, even though they get the kill on the CM right beside the tower, they're forced to abandon this one. Mr. Jeans TP's down to the bottom lane. He's going for first item Lincoln's. What the?
Mr. Jeans.
What in the morb? Yeah,
I mean, Rupture, right?
he's that afraid of Rupture. Yeah.
It's you don't have any game on a Pango if you get ruptured, right? You literally can't participate in fights.
Mhm.
So I get it. They're gonna actually just play this aggressive. They smoke up once again. They get the bottle refill here on J Mari as they head into the jungle, see if they can maybe find this Pangolier, and oh boy do they. Oh, he swashbuckles into him. The worst thing that could happen. Right into a rupture. Oh no. He's like, oh, I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
you
farm
hate to
this
see
creep
it.
camp.
Well, that's why he wants a Lincoln Spear, I suppose.
That's like the moment where you like pause the game and you're like, I immediately regret my decision.
Yeah. This is where Mr. Jeans, he fucked up.
He knew. He fucked up. Yeah, dude. The classic.
So it looks like now
Blink Dagger
controlling
on
the jungle.
Tiny, dude. This is quick.
Got this one done around the same time the Maelstrom came out and the Bloodseeker. So they make it really easy for them to initiate with this. Hiko just puts the hurt into them. I hate this little shredder ability right
Yeah,
now. It only
4
does
points, little
95
shredder.
damage.
Oh, mid lane. Global comes out. Drakeel thinking of TPing, realizing you can just walk away. So he wants to stay near the tower. But I mean, you just popped global for this, so that's quite nice.
Yeah. This little shredder ability is way worse than it used to be. It give you -1 armor per shot. Before now it's half a point.
Does it not scale either?
Hmm?
No, it doesn't.
No.
I mean, 95 damage is not bad, but yeah, it does feel pretty rough. I'm a little bit surprised that Hiko's going for this build, because I have not seen a single Snapfire do this build in a while, and I have played a lot of Snapfire myself as
Listen
well.
here, kiddo. Hiko's the one who popularized mid-Snapfire, okay?
Probably hoping to catch a glimpse of him nude.
And this man switched from 4 to mid. He started playing Snapfire. Now he's on 3. He's playing Snapfire. He decides what the meta is.
That's
all right?
true. I believe it.
Yeah. Unbelievable, this guy. Not giving Hiko the respect he deserves.
I mean, it makes sense, you know. I respect him. I do. I'm just confused. I'm asking questions, you know?
And, well, he's going to provide answers with his
Well.
play, Ricky, okay?
He has a Blink Dagger now.
Oh, okay. The amount of times the
lane.
items in this hero has been
At
so
the
mid-lane.
rune. J Mari's fine. He's actually got a BKB as well. So that is just Rolling Thunder down as well as the Moonlight
Bottom?
Shadow bottom. They're looking for Tusk. The Dust does connect. Doesn't actually manage to catch him with a Frostbite. And they're going to be able to grab him now. And there's no way
Unless
out.
the Vol assassins kill him. No.
The Maelstrom,
Maelstrom's
enough
killable.
Maelstrom procs.
Yeah.
Oh, Avalanche into the toss. Drakale's got the silence. He has no Rolling Thunder for this, actually. Jeans is just dead.
Ow.
Oh, man, that was a lot of damage.
I mean, when you're stealing that much int, the int multiplier does do a lot of damage.
And that's just level 1 of the last word, too.
Yep. Well, up in the top lane, they're gonna try to find Hiko here, but he's wise to them.
Yeah,
He moves
nice,
back,
nice
realizes
movement.
something's up. And Pango's courier even stays alive for now.
For now, keyword.
Looks like Radiant's top tower
Mr. Jeans
is
held
getting
down to the
torn
bottom lane to try to finish off this Lincoln sphere. And then to go first item Lincoln's does feel kind of rough, but you know we did mention it.
Avalanche, and onto the Tusk. They got another one. Mortimer Kisses are going to come through. That does manage to catch the silencer, but Global Silence is available. But a perfect arrow. Goodbye.
my glaives.
Yep.
That is the
Middle
blink
of
reveal from
cast
the Sven.
animation. Oh. Too much stun for them to deal with. Pango did, or sorry, the Tusk did buy back there, but looks like he's gonna get something from this.
Well, that is going to be a 1-for-1 trade. Lena, I think, realizing quick there that it is time to leave. Tusk now. Ooh, Hurricane. Oh, BKB comes through. He needs to run. Big freezing field in for the Crystal Main. They turn around instead onto the Sven. Does he have the damage? He's got him. Tries to TP on out. Needs one more auto attack, but he gets him with the shards at the last second.
That didn't look like it got him. I thought he was out.
Don't look now.
Oh.
Radiant's bottom tower is getting
So close. So close.
Yeah, that's some quick cast difference shit right there. I thought he was long gone. No way that he had the damage for that one. Mid lane,
Tusk.
they're gonna commit onto the Tusk.
I mean, oh, nice snowball dodge. That would have been perfect. He gets the toss off. He's dead. Global Science ends up coming out. They want to keep committing, but they got to be a little bit careful. Mr. Jeans comes in. Oh, that's the
Lincoln's
brand
reveal.
new Lincolns. And just like that, you've lost one, but nice blood right onto two. The follow-up there. Bloodseeker claims both. Silencer, you know, does he even need to be a core at this point? It's hard to say. You got a Tiny, I guess.
He's having a rough go of things right now. I mean, he really wants to finish this Hurricane Pike.
Dyer's top tower, I'd put on a
so-
hard. That baby is
Dragonlance into Hurricane
Dragonlance.
Pike.
He's a long way from a Hurricane Pike.
Yeah.
He's probably gonna go with the Egnum Shard after this, like you mentioned. Throw both. That'd be nice if Silencer could find both of those, but goes the way of Sven. Probably hold on to it on the Snapfire. If we're going for this Gleipnir build, yeah, it's exactly what Hiko does. And Vambrace is a cool item. For
I
Sven. He's
mean,
gonna hold on to that.
The Snapfire Gleipnir build, it's pretty sick. Don't get me wrong.
Radiant
I'm just
scanning for enemy.
really surprised it's
Look unpopular.
wait, what?
Don't look now. but
What?
What is with this
Radiant's bottom
ward?
tower is getting obliterated.
Huh?
Okay, fine. You can look.
He like
What about
placed
it?
it and started attacking his ward. Oh, they just smoked under it. And there's the sentry. Okay.
I hate to see it. What can you do, bros? Blink Dagger down on Tusk, so your save is there. Unfortunately, you have to play against Global Silence, which does such an amazing job at stopping the Tusk from coming in and saving.
Tiny up on the high ground. Will they find anyone? The Tusk would not be a bad target. Ooh, he ends up tossing in the Pango as he just gets chewed through. That's an easy pick off onto one. A little bit of an accident there. Nice shards block there from the Tusk. He was definitely not going for the Pango. He just happened to splash buckle right into it.
There's that one up.
Dude, they're going to dive the tower.
Yeah, without Pango here, it becomes pretty easy.
Another toss back. Light strike away, way off the mark though. And Tiny, he's dead. He's out. EKB
I
wasted.
thought you did that. I thought you did that intentionally. I think you called it light strike away because
Ugh.
you missed.
I did. What am I talking about?
Yeah, right.
Words are hard, man. Come on.
Yeah.
We've been doing this. We've been live for like 8 hours.
Dude, it's crazy how much you exaggerate. It's been 7. Come on.
What?
It's 7.
7.5 for me. That's true.
True.
I forgot we
I've
started
only
an
been here
hour
for
later.
7. I started I got like 5 minutes before we started today.
I can't believe you.
If that. BKB completed on the Sven.
Yeah, that's nice. Lincoln Sphere almost done on the Lina, but Jeans. I mean, his Lincoln Sphere has already paid dividends, right? Dodging that
Drakeel
first.
is in trouble. All right. He
Well,
realized that something was amiss.
They smoke up deep on the backside here. Smoke. Oh, what an initiation. He gets the global off, but can they continue the chase to toss in? You're now into the hands of the Bloodseeker, man. Nice snowball that'll buy them some space, but he's still just going to lay into him. Mini dying underneath the tower. Adrian cleaning up here as Mr. Jeans is the last hero alive for the side of NoRunes. An avalanche toss into the hands of the Bloodseeker. Oh, boy. Dude, that global response from the silencer was so fast.
Yeah, it was quick. It didn't need to be. I mean, he had the BKB immediately afterwards, but it didn't matter. I mean, this is the thing that's so good about the silencer against the Tusk is you can't follow up with that snowball save. Like, usually you just blink in, you'd wait out the majority of that global silence, and then just continue taking the fight, but there was nothing they were able to do. Yeah, the Sven was kind of like fighting with the Bloodseeker there, but Bloodseeker had the Skull Basher. He was more than happy to trade with him. The team couldn't help him out.
Bloodseeker super hard counters Sven in the late game once you get Basher. There's pretty much nothing he can do. He even buys the Shard now, so you have the max HP as damage. Another great counter to strength carries. But yeah, Bloodseeker is not at all worried about going late into the Sven.
Not to mention this is a heal.
Tiny has a Force Staff. Will use it to dodge out the arrow as well. He's going to be just fine.
Me now going back for the Echo Saber. Oh, working on his damage. Probably turn that into what, like a Heaven's Halberd or something later. Unless you get on top of the Silencer and trade with him. Silencer surprisingly didn't go for the Aghanim Shard like we were talking about. I figured if he was maxing his glaives, like you get.
I mean, it's also with how much fighting that happens in the mid game at this point. The extra 2 into steal per kill is massive, but I guess he's just worried that he is not tanky enough. He's managed to pick up a lot of HP items, which will help out a lot, but yeah, I would really think the Shard should be like #1 priority for this hero. Nice smoke, but just scanned out right away from NoRunes. So they know exactly what's going on. They check the Roche pit. That means they know that they're coming up onto the high ground here. Vision up onto Mini. They can chain stun him down. It's big. He just loses all of his HP. The snowball not in time. And now the Tusk gonna fall as well. So 2 pickoffs right into the Roshan. That is the best possible scenario here for Dreamers.
Yeah, they'll make quick work of this one. Won't take much damage either. I'll probably just spam crossbow and do it. Come on. Do your part, see him. Oh my god, support players.
There.
Unbelievable.
She's just staring at him. Like, man, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
There you go.
But yeah, they make quick work of the Roshan.
So,
White Dreamers doing really well for themselves.
yeah, all of a sudden, 6k gold ahead. They have an Aegis on the Lina who has Lincoln's BKB. You're never going to be able to kill this Lina now. You're not going to be able to surprise her anymore. So, very difficult hero to bring down. Still managed to do a decent chunk of damage. Obviously not like your standard safe lane carry build, but still a force to be reckoned with nonetheless. They actually just made Fiery Soul way too broken. Like, they got buffed like 5 patches in a row, and I was like, there's no way that this thing isn't like the best spell in Dota. And I guess people started realizing how damn good it was.
Well, they just like change it in such a way where it's like, okay, it works completely. Like, it still gives you attack speed, but the function it does is completely different than it was before. Before, you could like continue to keep your movement speed
By just not hitting.
Really high if you, yeah, but it's like dropping them in the middle of nowhere and like, okay, we're gonna stop that. But it's got an 18-second duration now.
I think when they reworked it, it was only like an 8-second duration or something, and it like really hurt the hero. And then they like increased the duration like 3 patches in a row and the numbers, and I was like, yeah, you can just like throw a single Dragon Slave every like 20 seconds and you're fine. It's super chill. Oh, tier 2 falls. That's gonna open up the outpost. Tier 2 top already gone as well. So a little bit of an outpost exchange here. And lane, they don't manage to find the Pango.
If you're in the vicinity of Dire's top tower,
He's going Mjolnir into an Abyssal Blade here on the Bloodseeker.
really taking a beating.
At least I
I
think
mean,
so.
Yeah, he just wants to fight directly into this Sven.
Oh,
Obviously,
Global comes out mid, managed to hold the Tusk down. They get the dust there as well. On the backside of the fight, they found the Pango. If they can pop his Lincoln Sphere, it's perfect. They don't even need to. Never mind, he just dies anyway. Lina gonna lose her Aegis thanks to the Mortimer Kisses. A 2-for-1 trade at the moment. Well, you actually keep your Fiery Soul stacks through death. That has to not be correct. Oh, they just jump right onto the high ground. The bash comes through as the blink from Adrian getting shown off there. I was wondering where his money went. He bought a blink dagger. That'll do it. 3 dead on the side of NoRunes. It's looking rough now, man. Dreamers looking like they want to close this one out.
Yeah, Mini not even close to ready to fight. I mean, he's working on Assault Crest where he can kind of stand his ground against the Bloodseeker. By then, his game might just have the Abyssal Blade completed. And he is going for the attack speed, like you mentioned. It just pairs really, like from the Mjolnir, it just pairs very nicely with the Aghanim Shard Blood Rage. You steal 1.8% of the target's HP as pure damage. So against strength heroes, more attack speed always
Max
feels way
HP
better.
too. It's pretty good.
Max HP.
Yeah. Yeah, Bloodseeker is super farmed, and that is it. He's gonna have the Mjolnir coming out right now. Good luck, heroes on NoRunes. 2 really solid performances from Bloodseekers today.
Mm-hmm. Wait, who just finished the BKB? I wasn't seeing things just now, was I?
It was the Mjolnir that just got dropped off on the side.
There's Mjolnir and something else.
Drakeel has BKB.
Okay. Yeah, that's what it was.
Silencer. Ooh, Avalanche. They're trying to save the DD rune, but they end up grabbing it anyway. Freezing field there to find the kill onto the Tusk. Why not? Tiny hits for 500, almost 600 damage
He's under
right now.
vision right now.
Yeah, Gleipnir into Mortimer Kisses, not really hitting on a lot of them. The global silence even comes through to make sure that this is not going to be a kill. Tiny's going to live.
I think he just has to leave. I mean, he did commit the global silence for that one, so a tool in your kit to be able to push the high ground is gone. Aegis is still unavailable for the very least another 3 minutes and 30 seconds here. So this does open up an opportunity for Dreamers to jump people and not to get hit with a global silence, and they might.
Tiny is losing
Yeah,
so
she was
much health to
she was
Blood
underneath
Rage.
the sentry ward. They saw her. They dust her out as well.
She's out.
Yeah.
That is a whoopsie.
No, you hate to see it.
There's a whoopsie, you know?
Yeah.
Luckily, it was
so-
already a low duration BKB, but still not ideal.
Almost at 7, so it's down to 6 now. You're not gonna want to take a fight for the next minute. They don't know that the BKB is on cooldown. Oh my god, she's TPing directly on top of this is psychopath behavior.
I mean, they don't know
You
the
pop
BKB's
your own
down.
BKB and then like TP'd on top of the Sven by yourself.
It's one of those things
Without
that's like,
global silence.
they don't know. They didn't know BKB was down.
Oh my god.
Forget I said that. Their bottom tower.
It's like you just played knowing that they don't have that information. It's like they're unlikely to make that jump, right?
I suppose so.
He also just didn't know where Dreamers was. I mean, it's a ballsy player for sure.
Yeah.
Smoked up. On the side of Dreamers, they head on to the NoRunes side of the map. Adrian looking to find something. It's going to be an avalanche here. They get the toss back on the Tusk. He force-taps himself to safety. He's going to be okay, but the snowball buying him a little bit of stuff. Dude, what is that damage? The Mirana just gets absolutely melted. The Silencer, though, never gets the BKB off. The Rupture, they're going to catch Mini, and he has to just stand still. As your Sven goes down, they buy back on the Tusk now. Looks like Mr. Jeans will make it out of here, but you know, front side of the fight, Pango comes right back in. Nice jump onto the Lina here. Does have her BKB and her Silver Edge. Gonna be forced to BKB. A lot of damage coming through from Hiko, but just gets first hit bash there from that Bloodseeker. Yeah, managed to clean up Lina, but at what cost? Pangolier.
Disarmed.
It's only a matter of moments.
Not lucky enough though. Good disarm.
Hiko's gonna blink back into this. He needs to be very careful.
Hiko.
All right.
He's not gonna blink back into this. He knows better. All right. This Bloodseeker is absolutely terrifying.
Well, 3 for 6 and 2 buybacks, so not bad. Hiko doing 9,000 damage on the Bloodseeker. Or Adrian doing 9,000 damage on the Bloodseeker.
Yeah. Adrian looking incredibly scary this game. I mean, it's mostly just him putting out damage. They managed to take down Alina. She's not that tanky. This will get fixed when she finishes the Assault Cross, but I don't know how much longer NoRunes has. The rate the game is going right now. Like, things will get a little bit easier if Hiko can hit like level 20. If you can get 1 or 2 kills onto the Lina and the Bloodseeker. If Sven can finish up this Assault Cross, like there's some conditions that do get them back into this game, but as long as Dreamers doesn't make any blunders, then they're well on the path to just closing this game out in the next like 5-10 minutes here. I don't know. If only he could get like level 20 before the next Roche spawn, but he's so far away right now. He only just hit level 19. His little Shredder using attack damage just like it does a lot.
Yeah, they're close to it. They're close to it. Almost level 20. Problem is, like, can they actually get to that point?
If you're a fan of Radiant's top tower, I'd shut my eyes right now.
Bloodseeker's level 25 for the 2 rupture charges. I mean, that is like a game-crushing talent. Like, being against Sven and Pango, dude, if he gets ruptures onto either of those targets, your fight is so hard.
Yeah.
Behold!
Assault is done on the Sven. It was a lot faster than I thought. Fortunately, Hiko wasn't any closer to the level. He's not going to get his level 20 at this rate, it looks like. 41 seconds until Roche spawns.
Relatively quick spawn.
Basher finished up on Pango now. I mean, again, they're stumbling a couple of tools for this.
Yeah, I mean, it is nice. The thing is, I feel like NoRunes really needs to be the ones that find the jump. Like, they have to get the Silencer first. Which they did in the last fight. They actually killed Silencer, like, really quickly, but you just get ruptured on the Sven, and like, I don't know how you fight with that. Unless you can somehow bait the rupture with, like, the Lincoln Sphere from the Pango, or if, like, someone else gets a Lincoln's, but doesn't look like that's happening.
Okay. Hiko does hit 20.
Dude, imagine getting to here and selecting the wrong talent by mistake. You're just like,
game over.
You just GG out. You're like, ah!
Fundamentally, yeah.
I've done
Cody,
that.
Picking the wrong talent on this hero can just like completely ruin your build.
Yeah, I've done that one before.
By funny, I mean sad. They're gonna go for it. I mean, this could be big for them.
Freezing Field is out. They've already got the Aegis. Mortimer Kiss is coming through. The Tiny gets Kid Caught. And with the global, doing a lot of damage on over to the Sven. He's ruptured up. He's got to just turn around. Does he have the damage to take down the Lina? He does. That's going to be our first life, but the rupture is still there. Mini, no way out. Frostbite connects as well. And I don't know if you've noticed, but Adrian has been doing some work onto the backside of the fight here. They TP out on the Pangolier as they now look for the Mirana. Avalanche toss back and a quick auto attack there to finish it off. So you got the Aegis. But costs your whole team.
Yeah, buyback's only available on the Mirana as well. I don't think anyone is even close to them either.
No, they're not letting Pango get out of this one. No shot. Laguna Blade to secure the kill. And that's it. 26k gold lead here, closing out the game for Dreamers. Our first and only 2-0 of the day, it seems. It's possible. Maybe NoRunes can do some miracle play here, but I don't know where.
Let's not pretend, Ricky. Come on, we're not those kinds of casters.
I mean, I try to be honest. Like, this game looks impossible. I don't really know what the option would be, but killing this Bloodseeker or even, I don't know, not getting, like, trying to find a way to not get ruptured, that's the hard part.
The winning condition is everyone on Dreamers runs into the fountain twice.
Yeah. That did happen earlier where they were fountain diving and, you know, still didn't lose.
Unless it's basketball.
I run to the fountain, buy back, sell all it in for bots too, run to the fountain again.
I like it. That's some base gameplay.
That's the win condition.
Yeah. All right. Last lane of barracks here will fall in no time at all. Hiko is back. Mini goes in. Global silence right away. He didn't get the god strength. No, Mini. Well, that's an instant GG. You're like, all right, we messed that one up. And Hiko dove all the way to the fountain. Quick bash there. They're all dead again. Tossing his Bloodseeker to the fountain over and over, but great performance from Dreamers here.
Managing to take, like you mentioned, the first 2-0 of the day. Sven not looking so hot. Lena still continuing to do really well despite having to play into the counter in the form of Tusk. Dreamers get a 2-0 and get some exciting games today, and we end on a kind of surprising note. I'm surprised that 5 Rat managed to take a game. I'm surprised that Wildcard managed to take a game. I'm again surprised that Dreamers wins 2-0.
Yeah, I mean, this was just really solid performance from Adrian. Like he kind of crushed it both games, but on like game 1, Jay Mari, absolute MVP. Game 2 here, I mean, has to be Adrian on the Bloodseeker. Even though Drakeel like basically did nothing but press global silence from the offlane silencer, he was just kind of like a bait. He's like, they have to go for me. He just kind of builds up, tries to get tanky enough to where like it takes them too long to kill the silencer. It just didn't matter. They're way too far behind, and Dreamers closed this game out pretty damn easily. So yeah, it was a fun day of Dota though.
Yeah, absolutely. I had a blast. Hope everyone watching did as well. But that is going to be it for today. Ricky, why don't you tell the people what we have lined up for tomorrow?
It's a very good question. All right, I got it. So tomorrow is actually a long day. It's the weekend, Saturday. So we've got 4 best of 2s lined up. So it's going to be a lot
How does Summit
of
keep
Dota.
doing it? How do they keep doing it?
I don't know. I really don't know. It's a lot of games. Anyway, tomorrow we have Infinity, 5 Rat, 4 Staff right out of the gate, which should be a super sick series. Wildcard, NoRunes up after that, followed by Thunder Awaken versus Ravens. And last but not least, should be a very interesting series, will be Alliance versus Dreamers. What's up, Neff?
Did you see the schedule on the 5th?
Yeah, I saw. I don't want to talk about
The
it.
5 Rats has to start and then finish.
Yeah, I saw. I also don't want to talk about that one because I'm going to be, yeah, it's sus. Anyway, that's going to do it for us here today. It's been a lot of fun, but we've got to say goodbye. So I hope you all enjoyed the cast. Shout out to Beyond the Summit for putting this all together. And as always, I'm Cryptic here with Neff. Final words, my friend?
Thank you, everyone, for watching. Have a good night. I'm going to Burger King.
I'm going to bed. Bye-bye, everyone. Have a wonderful night.